Hello friends and enemies, come with me on day 4 of my trip to Lagos, Portugal. After a wild night out, I decided to have a chill morning and get brunch. I went to this place that my hostel recommended called Twin Fin. It was just around the corner from Buddha Bee Hostel and I really loved the beachy surf vibes. I got an avocado toast and a frozen chai, which were both really yummy and pretty filling. Afterwards, I headed over to Praia dos Estudantes, where I met up with the new friends I made on my first night in Lagos after I unofficially crashed their bar crawl. As always in Portugal, the water was freezing when we went in, but it was nice to go in because it was so hot in the sand and under the sun. On the beach, I became friends with this Vietnamese Australian woman who owns a photography business, and we vibed pretty well, so we decided to get dinner together that night. I went back to the hostel, and as I was getting ready, I FaceTimed my friend Kathleen and gave her all the chismes of my trip so far. After getting ready, I headed over to my new friend's hotel, which was right around the corner from my hostel. It has this really amazing rooftop area, so we hung out there for a bit while splitting a bottle of wine. Once we finished the bottle, we headed over into Old Town Lagos to find a place to eat. We found this Portuguese restaurant that was just off of the main area, where we got ribs and octopus before heading over to a gelato place for dessert. I got the brigadeiro flavor, and then we went into one of the plazas and just talked about life, love, and being a creative. As we were walking back to our accommodations, I got dragged into the bar that the volunteer at my hostel works at, and then I ended up at another bar with these London girls, before I ended up at another bar where I eventually crashed yet another bar crawl. I somehow became friends with this guy named Harris who's from London, and a bunch of other people that night, before I found some of the girlies from Madrid that I met on the catamaran cruise the other night. I hung out and danced with them for a bit, before we all ended up sneaking off into the night, if you catch my drift. If you don't, check out my Travel Flings playlist. Like and follow for day 5.